a note on a somewhat obscure film, The Grumpy Man, I guess in translation. It's Cufnosul, Finnish film. Mielensäpahoittaja, whatever. I don't have obviously the whole Finnish name, which sounds complicated. It's long, and it's about this old man who is an interesting, complex, odd character. On one hand, he seems and is old-fashioned, conservative, a bit, if not racist, a bit uncomfortable with people of other skin colors, sexist. He keeps referring to his daughter-in-law as the young Mrs. She points out at one point, look, I'm a mother of 3 children. Stop calling me young Mrs. or young lady. It's again difficult. It's Finnish, Romanian subtitles. I have no idea what it would be better to use in English in some circumstances. However, this man has also a side which is good and helps a younger couple figure out some of their problems, issues, and eventually work out at least some of them. Because he's facing them with a bigger crisis, and you have in such situations there'll be psychologists say 2 options. Either you have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and that's it. I mean, you get out with problems, with all sorts of troubles. But there's also the possibility of post-traumatic growth. And I was thinking that this is what happens with these people. The old man does such a terrible job. I mean, he's destroying things in the house and near the house that he makes them separate for some time, but they after this they grow stronger somehow. We can at least think and hope. So what happens is this. He arrives at the home of his son. I think it's in Helsinki, and he comes with a lot of baggage, not ad literam. Physically, he only has a box with all sorts of weird things. He has some sausages. He sticks with his old habits, and he brings his daughter-in-law, who drives an Audi, an SUV, and she has a good job in a large company, and he brings her second-hand clothes. And he says, these are for you, some shirts, clothes, and he says, they didn't fit too well, my wife. I mean, he just brought her some old clothes from his wife, and this woman is scared. With this and the other things he's doing in a shop, he sees a woman from, I don't know, Africa, Asia, who has a dark skin, and he's like shocked. Here again, it's difficult to say. He's not racist, maybe, but he's not used to it. He lived far away near the woods. He has a hat which is made of a bear from 1951. He knows the Russians as invaders because they invaded Finland, by the way, for such a long time. And there's a joke they have there, I understand, at the border. Border guard is asking someone who comes in, name? Putin, Vladimir Putin. Occupation? Not this time. So he will occupy Finland some other time. He's busy with Crimea and others now. And So this daughter-in-law has some Russians coming, and again our old man, grumpy old man, is placing her in difficult situations with his comments. He keeps mentioning KGB. Plus, they have, as part of the intrigue, they have a woman there who speaks Finnish. They pretend not to understand, but they do through her. And the old man catches this. He's at one point, I think the zenith, the lowest point is reached when, after all sorts of troubles and silly comments and sexist, women have to do this, men have to do that, in a society which is one of the most equal in the world. His insistence on doing some things in his own way, bringing a homeless guy to clean something which appears useless, like, I don't know, the systems for the water cooling. And at one point he convinces his son to cut down a tree. That's because in anger, the wife went out with the Audi and hit the tree a little with her side window. Okay, we need to cut down the tree. He makes his son show he's a man. He's up in the tree, cuts one major branch. That branch falls over and destroys the glass house where she had, I don't know, plants, tomatoes, whatever. The neighbor is up in arms. The police comes, the ambulance, and the woman, when she comes home, there's a major calamity, disaster. And as I said, there's hope for post-traumatic growth. But otherwise, the man has created a lot of turmoil and havoc.